Okay, so can you please give me your name?
Daryl Robinson.
Okay, Daryl, if you could just speak up a little bit more. And will you agree to allow me to possibly use your interview for the Visiting the Cave show and the website?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, here's question number one. What causes men to cheat?
What causes men to cheat? I would probably say overall happiness, maybe a little bit of selfishness. I guess sometimes guys don't have a easy time communicating with their mate about what their difficulties are, the problems they're having. So instead of sitting down and having a tough conversation, they just kind of do the easy thing and just run off and get someone on the side. Because a lot of times it's not always about sex for men. I think women kind of think that is always the case. They're looking for something better in bed. And sometimes that's not always the case.
Okay. Can you give me some examples, maybe?
Guys sometimes deal with the same stresses that women do. And again, sometimes men have a hard time communicating, so it's easier to find someone totally out of what might be going on at home as an objective third party to just talk. And just like when women cheat sometimes, it starts off purely innocent, and then it leads to something, totally off the wall. But men sometimes just aren't happy and don't know how to talk about it, and it kind of leads to an affair.
Okay. Here's the next question. In your opinion, what mistakes do women make in relationships?
What mistakes do women make in relationships? I would say the same mistakes men make. Moving too fast too soon, picking the wrong mates, not really looking at the big picture.
In your personal experience,
Okay.
what do you feel in terms of women you may have interacted with in the past, mistakes that they may have made that were problematic to the relationship?
In my experience, maybe just a little bit too much too soon. But I've been lucky. I've dated some really great women. It's just that things just didn't work out. So, I don't know. Let's just say too much too soon. Sometimes, especially when you get into your mid-30s, early 40s, if you're not married, men or women, and you're looking to get married, you sometimes miss all the stop signs and just go for the gusto, hoping that this person is the one. So just moving too fast too soon. I would say for both men and women.
Okay, great. Now, here's the next question. Last month, I was asking men about the down low and why they thought men still dated women. And
Okay.
so now, just revisiting some of that topic, do you think that in general men are becoming more comfortable with the idea of bisexuality?
I would say no. I mean, in the circles that I deal with, the friends that I have, bisexuality is not an issue. It's not something we do. So I wouldn't say that men are becoming more comfortable with it, because for me and the people that I know, it's still something you don't do. Either you're, heterosexual or homosexual. For us, there's no in between. So
Okay.
you sleep with men, you're gay. So there's really no level of comfort with being bisexual. It kind of is what it is.
Okay. And now, the next question, men and women at work. Do you feel that men are competing with women in a sense that the office environment is maybe more conducive to a woman's personality than a man's, and that it might be making it easier for women to be more successful than men in the office?
I wouldn't say that a woman's personality is more conducive. I think that women have made more gains because, I tutor elementary school, and you can look at the shift between how the boys and girls act. And the girls are more serious. I mean, you can look at college today. There are more women in college, trying to get ahead as opposed to men, especially black men and women. So I just think the sheer numbers kind of dictate what the climate is and what the overall environment is like. I mean, I work in a medical field, so there are women everywhere. You hardly ever see any men in the lab as med techs or chemists. It's primarily a woman-dominated field. And that's simply because I think women at this point, since there are more opportunities, more of them going to college, the sheer numbers are just dictating what it looks like in the workforce.
Okay, great. And now the final question. Strip clubs and internet porn.
Okay.
Why, in your opinion, might men prefer to do these things than to be intimate with their mates?
What do you mean by intimate?
Well, there's a study that's come out that has suggested that instead of having intercourse with their mates, some men would prefer the internet porn, or they'd rather just go out to a strip club.
Again, I don't know what guys they talk to in that study, but I think it goes back to, what are you and your partner doing at home? If a man or woman is satisfied with what's going on at an intimate level, I think neither one of them has a desire to go out and look for any kind of enjoyment outside of that. I think for the most part, men generally go to strip clubs because people say we're more visual. I think women are visual as well. But I think it's just that thrill or excitement of just seeing someone you don't know take their clothes off. I was in the Navy for a little while. In the military, that's a really big thing. But for a lot of guys I knew who were in the military who did it, it was a way for them not to really take that extra step and cheat on their mate. Crazy as it may seem, it did work for a lot of guys.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.